Alright, here we go. What's up, y'all? I'm David, and I reside right here in Los Angeles, California. Sorry, I get kind of camera shy, so I'm just being myself, so bear with me on this. Anyways, what's up, 12 Stones? I've been such a huge fan for like the last like decade, dude. It's been so long since I've I've went through so much, just hearing you guys' music. And to prove that, I mean, that even though I've never seen you guys live, never seen your performances, I've always still and always have been a fan. I even tried sharing it with my friends that don't even know who you know anything about you or your music, and I got a couple people that actually really liked your stuff. And that's what I wanted to say before I continue with my story. Ooh, a text message. Anyway. Anyways, sorry for that little distraction. Um, let's see. Well, as a kid, I've been bullied a lot since when I was a kid, and it still gets to me time to time, and I've I don't think I could be the person who I am if it wasn't for everything I've gone through. If it wasn't for my current friends or my mom or my any of my family, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today. Finding my true self, finding my, you know, just finding me, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Um, I've as a kid growing up, I grew up originally in Brooklyn, New York. So I've always, as a kid, I've been picked on. I've been into fights. In elementary school, I've been into fights. There was at one point where I even got I've gotten a broken nose before, a bloody nose. I've gotten I've gotten knocked out. I've gotten hit at least 10 times with a combination lock. Those little small locks. They just went ba 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 ba, like to a point where my my back head was swollen as a kid. I lived in a rough neighborhood. I wasn't in the best place, and thank God my grandparents decided to move me. After all this things I was going through, I was happy and thrilled that they moved me to they that they decided for the best for me and for my mother, to move out here to California. So here I am. I've lived out here for about 12 years now, and I enjoy it. I love it. I've had so many different experiences. I've experienced so much, and I've accomplished so much. You know, within myself, I've accomplished a lot. Um, I've also learned that I've always learned and taught, always told myself that everything in life happens for a reason, and we all live for a purpose. So, um, I also, sorry, like I said, I get camera shy, so sometimes, yeah, um, I've been through so much in my life, just finding me and finding who it was. I mean, and also in high school, I got picked on a lot throughout high school. You know, people um, making silly comments that I felt kind of offended by it, and always kept denying the rumors everybody was spreading about me. You know, about, you know, everybody was. I've always been told I was like, in high school, like how I was a, you know, how everybody was all making fun of my, you know, making fun of my sexuality, saying all like basically saying, making fun of gay people, and everything that that gays stand. And I have such a huge I have such a huge problem with that. So I've it came to a point where depression got involved. It came to a point where I'm just like, I just want to keep the you know. So I've always was raised that violence isn't really the answer to solve your problems. It really isn't. And I've learned that in life, I've learned throughout my experiences that I am a strong person. I'm better than this. I'm better than to be exactly how they are. I'm I'm beyond that. I'm really beyond that. I and there's a recent story actually too, that my friend, my so-called friend, he posted on my Facebook comment. He posted a comment on my Facebook recently saying how he thought I was a loser and was pathetic because I was commenting on my own post. So by taking action, I told him off. Not anything bad, but just because I was sick of it. I thought maybe this person has changed. I thought maybe she has changed as an individual, but she really hasn't, obviously. So I just unfriend, you know, because I'm trying to I'm avoiding people who are like that in my life right now, because I don't need that anymore. I've already dealt with that in high school, and I don't really need that. Other than that, I'm doing good. By the way, you guys rock, seriously. You gotta never stop making music, seriously. I love you guys so much. Um, I wish you guys were here. I wish you guys were, you know, performed out here. Because you do have fans out here in LA. You really do. I don't, I only know maybe, I know very, very few. If there is any that I know, then it's rare. Because not everybody I know knows about you guys' music. I mean, for the first thing I know, when you opened for Creed, I just, you know, and Creed's also one of my favorite bands growing up as well. And I still remain a fan to this day. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much my life story, and I just got a lot to say. Um, so keep it posted, and keep me posted on what you guys think of my of this video. I mean, I know it seems like I'm stuttering a lot, and I can tell. Because I laugh at myself all the time. Yeah, but just to show you that I'm a fan, hardcore fan. I don't have any tattoos, but, well, of my favorite band's tattoos. I only have one, and that's something from 7 years ago. It says 18. It's a picture skull, snake surrounding the skull, and a dagger stabbed through. had that since I was 18. Well, a couple months before I turned 18. It pretty much stood for when I was in the wrestling team and graduating from high school. That was like the big highlight of my life. It was like, oh, now I'm out in the real world now, and I kick ass. um, yeah, this is, by the way, this is actually my first time even posting, even uploading videos on YouTube right now. This is my first time, so bear with me on this. I hope you guys, if you guys do view this out, if you guys are watching this video right now, you seriously rock. Seriously. Anyways, but yeah, I go through rough and tough times each day, every day, especially at work. I mean, I've got people that told me I'm slow at work, which is true, but it's not something I just stay uptight about, because I know, because if I keep being down on myself about that, the more I do that, the more I do that, the more angry and depressed I'm gonna get. So I don't really need that. Well, yeah, I get through it every day. And music, by the way, always has inspired me as an individual. Always has. I've really enjoyed the lyrics to "The Way I Feel." It really, really helped me throughout my thoughts of suicide back in the day. I even showed it to. I even showed some of your music from the first album and a couple of tunes from the second record to my therapist from back in '05, when I was going to therapy for a bit, and they thought that you got they when because I pretty much told my therapist that um, you guys that this is how I express myself, is through the music I listen to. And I showed them the music, and I played it. I even brought my little boombox with me, just because they didn't have a little radio or anything. So I brought my boombox. They told me themselves that I could bring whatever I feel, to the table to express how I feel, and I always showed them the music I listened to. And one of them was you guys, and I showed them songs of "The Way I Feel" and "Fade Away" and stuff I was going through during my like really deep depression days. And this is so sad to talk about, because this is how I felt at that time, overall. And sometimes when I listen to your songs, it just makes me very emotional. Like sometimes, because I know, because I just I go through everyday life experience. I just always go through something each and every time. Um, I live and breathe every moment of each